Stark you! Hello, fam! Hello, happy San Valentine for everybody. Happy Stark Valentine to everybody. And yeah, as you know, as some of you could know, the StarkNet's eligibility dashboard has just dropped. So we're just doing this impromptu StarkStream. So apologize in advance if I'll be making a lot of mistakes. But yeah, we are here to celebrate after some so many months waiting for this moment. We are also excited, so let's gather here and let's celebrate all together. We are also going to have some cool guests joining in like 20 minutes or so. So let me know your emotions. Let me know if you got your some eligibility with the StarkNet token. Let me know your feelings. So let's make some noise. And yeah, so let me share the dashboard, the StarkNet, so the provisions.starknet.io. First of all, guys, the token is not live yet, so you cannot claim your tokens yet. Anyway, you can check your eligibility. And yeah, so first of all, be aware of scams. Do not connect your wallet to any link because you don't need to do that. Okay, guys? So. Okay. Let me see. Okay, StarkNet provisions. The next step toward decentralization. The StarkNet Foundation is proud to introduce provisions. Members of various groups who have helped advance StarkNet, including StarkNet users and builders, Ethereum contributors and stakers, and builders of selected projects may claim provisions. Okay, let me change this. Okay. So are you eligible for StarkNet tokens? Well, who is eligible for StarkNet tokens? Well, StarkNet users. And so you use StarkNet more than 5 times in total during 3 separate months or more, transactive with a cumulative amount of at least $100 before November 15th, 2023, and had 0.005 hit or more in your account as a balance on that date. StarkNet community, you are an approved participant of the early community member programs. StarkNet developers, you made at least 3 commits to a repository that appears in the Electric Capital report for StarkNet before November 15th, 2023. At least one of these commits occurred during 2018 or later. StarkNet users, you used a StarkX-based app or at least 8 times before June the 1st, 2022. Ethereum developers, you made at least 3 commits to a repository that appears in the Electric Capital report for Ethereum before November 15th, 2023. At least one of these commits occurred during 2018 or later. EAP authors, you appear on GitHub as an author or co-author of an EAP that was published before November 15th, 2023. Ethereum stakers, you staked HIT up until the merge, September 15th, 2022. Note that if you staked via staking pool or centralized exchange, you can claim HIT directly through the portal. Your provider should claim the allocated Stark and distribute it to you. Ethereum Protocol Guild, you were listed as a member of the Ethereum Protocol Guild on November 15, 2023. GitHub developers, you made at least 3 commits to a repository that is one of the top 5,000 repository worldwide, ranked by number of stars before November 15th, 2023. At least one of these commits occurred during 2018 or later. Okay, guys, just let me drink. Okay. Here you see you have the dashboard. You simply paste. What I suggest you to do not connect anything at this stage. Just paste your address here and check if you're eligible, right? So even though you can connect your StarkNet wallet here, but I mean, in my own view, you would just paste your wallet here now, see if you're eligible, relax, celebrate, relax, and wait. Okay. So I think the claiming date is set for in a week. So like on the 20th of February, if I'm right. And yeah, let's scroll down furthermore. So here, yeah, there's the exploring section that can help you if you're moving your first steps on StarkNet. And yeah, you can read more about StarkNet and the StarkNet Foundation. But yeah, I have something like here, something that you could enjoy. You know, I think this is the biggest airdrop ever so far. Like 700 million Stark are being distributed to the community. So we have like 51, around 51% being given to StarkNet users. Which is like 506, almost 507,000 eligible wallets. Here, okay, then we have, as we were reading, 9.05% is going to StarkNet ECMP members. Then 2.4, which is, sorry, for ECMP members, they are like 2,098 wallets, which corresponds to individuals. So 2,098 individuals, which are eligible for the ECMP program. Then we have, StarkNet developers, 1,540 recipients, so which accounts for 2.14% of the allocation. Then we have a good chunk for StarkX users, 9.62%, around 622,000 recipients. Then we have the Ethereum protocol guild members. Yeah, exactly. So 160 recipients. We have Ethereum developers, 3.36%, around 13,000 recipients. EIP authors, so authors who wrote and prepared Ethereum improvement proposals, they account for 0.19% of the allocation, 695 recipients. Then we have around 19,000 recipients in the ETH stakers category, which accounts for 21.99%. Then we have 137,000, around 137,000 tokens, 137 recipients being allocated to open source developers, accounting for 2.12% of the allocation of these around 700 millions, which makes, I think, this one of the biggest airdrops ever, if not the biggest one. So we are very, very happy. Let me know, your feelings, your first impressions, and yeah. In the meanwhile, let's scroll down Twitter to have a vibe check of the StarkNet community. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, many people seem very excited. Also, Sassal here. Let's go, 22% with stakers. Very, very good. I think it was very well done. This allocation was very, very well done. Very happy for that. It included a lot of categories, and it involves a lot of people who can be long-term aligned to StarkNet. So definitely, I'm really, really, really bullish and also satisfied with with the allocation, with the airdrop whatsoever. Still need to check all my wallets, of course, but yeah, so far so good. Let me know about yourself, if you were eligible. And yeah, we are going to have like some guests in around 5 minutes, and there's some of the top founders from the space, around like 7 of them, if they manage to come, obviously. But yeah, as I said, we are doing everything impromptu, on the spot, so apologize for the quality sometimes. But yeah, so far we're having such a great time. Everybody is jubilating at this like, sorry, I just forgot something. And anyway, so let me see, the guests are about to come. So, guys, yeah, it's pretty funny because I'm playing the howling sound and there's the dog outside, howling as well. If you can hear it in the background. Anyway, let's resume our, celebratory StarkStream about the eligibility, like the StarkNet eligibility dashboard that has just been disclosed, and the claiming will be coming in 7 days. And yeah, so let's read some more things about the big news. We have here, hi Nadai, hi my friend. So Nadai, my friend from the StarkNet en español community, and we do the Hablando de StarkNet show, and we are doing also live in Spanish this evening. Well, this evening in terms of European time, but like at 7 UTC, we are doing a live stream to celebrate this historic event. And yeah, so hi Nadai, see you later. Yeah, dashboard is beautiful. Yeah, it really is. So guys, as I said, be careful of scammers. Do not connect your wallet. Just paste your address. This is my suggestion, and check if you're eligible or not. So we can also read like the Medium article. So introducing the StarkNet Provisions Programs, TLDR. The StarkNet Foundation will soon launch the first round of the StarkNet Provisions Program, meaning allocation of StarkNet token to the community. During this round of the program, the StarkNet Foundation will distribute more than 700 million Stark to nearly 1.3 million addresses. This is a portion of the 900 million Stark dedicated to the provisions program, out of 1.8 billion Stark dedicated to the community in total. Stark will become available for claiming on StarkNet mainnet starting at 12 p.m. UTC on February 20th, 2024. Already today, anyone can check eligibility on the provision portal at provisions.starknet.io. Claiming will be possible for 4 months after launch of the program. Tokens that are not claimed during this period will be reclaimed to the pool and distributed in future rounds and/or programs. StarkNet will be used for paying transaction fees, staking, and shaping the long-term evolution of the StarkNet protocol through participation in governance votes. StarkNet will be distributed to individuals and groups that have helped to lay down the roots of StarkNet. This includes StarkNet users, developers, and community contributors, StarkX users, Ethereum protocol contributors and stakers, and developers of select non-crypto open source projects. And yeah, guys, having said that, I would like to let the first of our guests on stage. And in the meanwhile, I'm sure more of them will be coming. So the first one is Brian from ZK Land. Hello, Brian. How are you? Happy Provisions Day.
Hi there, Sar. How are you? I think everyone is getting too excited. There may not be very focused on listening to what we're talking. They're just checking all the different wallets that they have and then just comparing notes against each other. Very exciting times, and I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Thanks a lot for coming, Brian. And I'm so happy that you're here because we've known each other for a long time, and we know also our efforts, our struggles, during this time, and we had been waiting for this moment, for such a long time. And finally, it is here, and it's a pleasure to celebrate that with people like you. And so, first of all, just let me know some of the first impressions that you're having a look at the article, at the allocation. It looks pretty good, right? It looks like one of the biggest airdrops also ever.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just looking at the top line number, 700 million tokens, and then 1.3 million eligible wallets. I think that's a very widespread of user that are able to enjoy the rewards. And it's not just StarkNet. They have guys that support StarkNet, guys that use StarkX before. I think these are all being covered. So I think it's a very generous and it's a very well considered reward scheme. So I think everyone who has contributed to the community and who has active usage and active regular interactions with protocols on StarkNet will have reward one way or another. So I think I surely do hope everyone is quite pleasantly surprised with this news right now.
Absolutely, Brian. Yeah, I agree with most of your takes. And yeah, let me also let Chaner from Fibrous on stage. Hello, Chaner. Happy Provisions Day. How is it going?
Hi, Chanel. I think you might be on mute.
Exactly. You are muted. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I think you're muted, Chaner. Can you hear us? Okay. Okay, let me see. I'll try letting him in later on, as soon as I see his mic is on. And yeah, in the meanwhile, we can just wait for the others a little bit, and then we'll also be starting, hearing about also like I would like to know, and I would like our viewers to know, the recent developers from also ZK Land, and also your approach towards towards this new age, right? The after Stark token age. And yeah, I'm curious to know, like maybe we can already start with that. So yeah, just let me know. Yeah, let's have also a retroactive view about what you've done during all this time, and what we can expect from ZK Land in these exciting times.
Yeah, for sure. So for us, ZK Land, we have been building for a very long time on StarkNet, very long time meaning since early 2022. We have been building for about 2 years. I think we are one of the first DeFi protocol to build, along with Jedi swaps, along with some of the other very native, for example, Pragma back in the days. So I think um, yeah, we have endure a lot of the different changes that StarkNet has gone through, and definitely not an easy journey, because I think StarkNet as a whole itself, the language, Carol, it's already a barrier to a lot of newcomers. But the great thing, the silver lining, is that the support on the ecosystem for new builders has been phenomenal. From the very first day where there weren't any libraries, and then there weren't any real infrastructure, to when you have multiple explorers now, and then you would have different bridges bridging onto StarkNet, and then the StarkNet book, and also all the different resources that developer can use to access the language. It's phenomenal. There has also been a big upgrade for the Carol language, and that has quite a big impact on how accessible StarkNet is to developers. And I think StarkNet is the only ecosystem that has a net developer growth in 2022 compared to all the other ecosystem. So that's a big plus. And for us, we have been building, and effectively we launched our mainnet in October 2022 last year. Has been quite some time, because there were some back and forth between the Carol 0 and Carol 1 code. So that took us a little time for the conversion. And right now we are probably supporting 6 assets on StarkNet, 4 stablecoins, or 3 stablecoins, and then ETH, Rhapsody ETH, and BTC. And we're looking to support much more. For example, we're having a discussion with other protocols to support the tokens on an isolated pool basis, and all the cool different features cool new features that we have, in terms of, for example, leveraging multi-calls to basically have a one-click feature for withdrawal, for repayment. I think these are all small features that will actually add to the user experience. And I'll pause here first, because because I think there are still a lot that I want to talk about for 2024. But I know I've been talking for quite some time, and there might be newcomers, so I don't want to hog the space.
No, no, no worries, my friend. And but thanks a lot, for giving us this great, retrospective journey, throughout, the ZK Land experience and project. And I see Chanel with us, so I'll let him in. But thanks a lot once again, Brian. Please stay with us if you can, of course.
Of course.
And we'll be back on also on the StarkNet eligibility chart. And hello, Chaner. How are you? Welcome. Happy
Hey.
Provision Day. Hello.
Hello,
Thank
friend.
you. I'm good. I'm pretty excited about the whole this day because it's been a long while for this mission, and today is I'm feeling like it's the first day of the real StarkNet ecosystem, and I don't know. I'm full with excitement right now for the community, for the developers, and I'm pretty sure that will be just a new start for all of the entire StarkNet ecosystem.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's the first day of a new era, right? The after token, after
Yeah.
Stark token age. And yeah, so I just wanted to know, yeah, your first impressions about the article. I don't know if you had the chance to have a quick look at it, also to see the allocations, the different allocations to the different categories. What are your first thoughts about it? Because yeah, as I was saying to Brian, it looks like also one of the biggest airdrops ever, and it includes a lot of categories, such as also like the it stakers with a 21%, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I think it seems pretty okay for to increasing the growth of the StarkNet ecosystem because the key play of to airdrop is that should be for to sustainability of the ecosystem, and according to that, I'm able to see that that will help for to maturity of the ecosystem and also enable to implement the new users to the ecosystem and to be as a DeFi applications. It's pretty important to get a new traction and the new users by day. And allocations, especially for for the Ethereum eligible or the StarkX eligible, it's given an opportunity for to onboarding a new users to StarkNet. And also, in, I'm thinking that I'm paying attention for to give a grant for the open source developers or the core developers because the thing that I really loved in the StarkNet is that always paying attention for to builders and the builder ecosystem because I think the StarkNet, especially within the current environments, could create a development culture in that pathway within grants and always paying attention to developers to get together each other and to create a good communication between each of us. And this provision is also showing that to how the developers in the StarkNet are important. So yeah.
Yeah, great takes. I don't know, Brian, if you would like to agree or to add some takes on Channel's views.
No, absolutely. I agree 100%. I think Starnet has always been very focused on building its developers' technical capacity, and then being able to cultivate a very strong developers network. And through supports on, like I said, the resources and things like that. And I think right now, it also reflects with basically using tokens to put money where its mouth is, and providing support for ecosystem builders, because a lot of them have done a lot of great work, but they have been behind the scene, or they have been very focused on creating really cool infrastructure projects that are being used by a lot of different protocols, but they may not have a front end user interface per se, or they may not be particularly for end users, but they're critical pieces that should not be neglected and will have to be rewarded accordingly. So I think this one is definitely on point, and I hope that starting with the new tokens coming in, will still have a very developer-centric ecosystem, and I believe that it will be. And yeah, I'm very excited to see how this new day or new era of tokens and new liquidity will bring in more talented developers and projects on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Really excited about what's coming, and we'll be seeing a lot of also liquidity incentive programs, a lot of projects also getting in partnerships with other projects, a lot of collaborations. So I think the next months will be very, very exciting. Really looking forward to it. And before we let Edward on stage, Edward from ZKX, Chanel, would you also like to tell us Fibrous approach to this new era, like your recent features and developments, and also your upcoming features, if you can say something, some spoilers and stuff like that.
Of course. Maybe before to start, I would like to say that our general vision for developing Fibrous is that showing the opportunities and the possibility of the different tech stacks. So we will continue to develop on the StarkNet for showing that how it will be effective for using that tech environment in the near future. And regarding to Stark release, maybe I would say airdrop or provision. I have a few pieces of the good news to share for effective transaction by the users, because as in the first impression, everybody will be going to maybe trade and to get a volume in the Stark pairs. We offering to both ideal gas optimization and the price fetching. So we have updated our whole infrastructure in the past week. And also there will be an innovation in our UI and a few more announcements about the integration in coming days. And another point, which I'm really pleased to share, maybe we can count as an alpha, is that limit order will be available for users before to start claim. And we are launching this feature to allow the DeFi users to trade at the desired price in the most aggregated manner. And that will be maybe pioneered that way in the near future, which is not yet widespread in the StarkNet ecosystem. And we hope to leave a good gift from Fibrous Finance for a wonderful Stark season in the whole this ecosystem. And for sure, within the incentives, we would like to give a good incentives for our community too, and create a much more efficient and community-related way to Fibrous users. And maybe we will be sharing many good news for the future for our new users and our old users too. And all I can say is, if you know, enjoy to hold the StarkNet ecosystem and for Fibrous too.
That's great, Shaner. And so viewers, you have heard it right. Limit orders are coming to the Fibrous DeFi aggregating, swap aggregators. And let me call Edward and Edward from ZKX and RTP from Nostra on the stage. Hello, guys. Happy Provisions Day. How's it going? Woo!
Hey there.
Hello, guys.
Nice to see you all.
GM. How's it going? What a day, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So let's
Wolf
start
is
with
out.
The wolves are out. Yeah, absolutely. I have also like I was basically playing these these and there's like there's the dog outside answering to that actually. And very fun. And by the way, maybe we can start with your first impressions about the news, if you had the chance to read the article, to have a look at the allocations. What's your first impression? And starting with Edward.
Sure. I think obviously 1.3 million wallets. I mean, that's an impressive number, right? So I think overall it shows that it was really well thought, and that they wanted to make an impact that will really gather the attention of the ecosystem. And a lot of us here have spent over 3 years building in the ecosystem by now. And so this is a much welcome event that we have all been very excited about. And the fact that it's finally out, it's really a source of happiness to a certain extent for all of us. And what I would say is that, it's interesting, the approach, obviously rewarding very early Ethereum users, rewarding, some core developers within the ecosystem. So it's a well thought approach that is very much developer centric as well as core user centric. Obviously, moving forward, we're going to have more information on the future incentive programs for DeFi, and I think that will also be very interesting, and in terms of leading to further growth in the entire ecosystem. But yeah, overall, very excited, very positive. Yeah, can't wait.
Awesome, man. What about you, RTP? What's your first thoughts about the StarkNet Eligibility Day?
Yeah, I mean, I would echo what Eduardo said. When you look at the distribution, it seems pretty well distributed across various different participants that have added value to the StarkNet ecosystem at large, and Ethereum as well. And that includes your builders, your users, also sort of Ethereum core developers, etc. So I think it's a lovely kind of an artistry piece almost, with it not being too imbalanced, and it brings together the community, right, that perhaps may not have used. If you look at StarkX users, for example, many of them may not have used StarkNet that much, or you've got EIP authors who are just normally in the background, but being part of the ownership and the decentralization. So I think it's awesome. It's super exciting that we're going to have a new bit of virality coming to the ecosystem, and as a part of like Nostra, we're completely ready, and it's going to be exciting next couple of months, I think. Oh yeah.
That's great. And also, yeah, I'm really impressed by the percentage, allocations percentage that is going to the ETH stakers, like 22% basically, which is a lot. And also, as you were saying, these allocations also took into account some of those people that are usually behind the scenes, right? And but that definitely deserve some rewards, as without them, obviously, there wouldn't be projects building on on any chains. So yeah, definitely, I'm really happy about that. And coming back, switching towards like your projects more in the details, we are curious to know what's your your project's approach to this new era. So also tell us your recent projects developments, and also the upcoming ones that you're about to issue, to launch in the near future. Maybe we can start from Edward.
Sure. So, I mean, we haven't been in mainnet as long as maybe zkLAN has been, or Nostra or Fibers. So we're relatively, even though we've been building for quite a while in this space, we're relatively new to the mainnet on StarkNet. And for us, it was honestly a matter of timing, and we are happy that the timing was right to launch now, and to be able to benefit from the further wave that we're going to see coming up in the ecosystem. And so that's how we're looking at. There's not perps is one of the essential primitives that you want to see within an ecosystem, and so having Stark listed as a perp within that will be coming very handy for many of these users as they strive to not only hedge their Stark token positions, but also potentially have some lever trading. So yeah, I think the timing is right. We're preparing additional releases that are going to be coming up in the coming weeks, just to further amplify the momentum. And I'm sure everyone here has also some cool stuff planned for the next weeks and months.
Very, very exciting. And what about Nostra's RTP? We heard and we saw a lot of new developments, and also you launched your AMM recently. So yeah, we're very eager to know about your upcoming features and developments.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a busy couple of months. It's been super exciting. We just keep shipping and building. For us, we got Nostra pools, and we're going to support Stark tokens within those Nostra pools, the AMM, which is hooked into Avenue as the aggregator of StarkNet, one of the aggregators of StarkNet. And so yeah, I mean, we're ready. We're going to have a couple of pools on Stark, and also enable it in our money market so people can lend it, get yield, and also borrow if they so wish. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be super exciting, like a bunch of liquidity and value added to the system, and only things can get more interesting from there. So yeah, we're super pumped. Not sure when exactly we'll be able to go live, but as soon as the token's out, we'll be at the helm.
That's cool. And well, guys, I think I know that you're very busy, so I would like to let you go as soon as possible. But maybe I don't know if Brian and Chandler would like to, and also Edward and RTP would like to add some some considerations, and also like to send a final message of like enthusiasm and encouragement for the months to come, as we'll definitely need that. As yeah, I think that also the overall crypto market is going to grow a lot in the coming months, and you're also some piece of advice that we'd like to hear from you. I don't know, we can start from Brian.
Yeah, thank you. I think I can touch a little bit more on our 2024 roadmap too, because haven't had a chance to go into what we're looking at towards the future. So I think for the StarkNet tokens coming live with the liquidity pumping up, DeFi definitely it's going to be very exciting. We have CKX coming on board very nicely timed, and then a lot of different dexes and perps that are also being coming onto mainnet very soon. So I think for DeFi, for gaming, I think these are all very cool narratives that as a lending protocol, as a liquidity layer, we want to support. So some of the things that we are catering specifically for this is basically a no-brainer for us would be isolated markets, basically supporting new ecosystem tokens, for example, the tokens of ZKX, for example, Lords for gaming. And these are all basically to enable the liquidity, the borrowing and lending of these ecosystem tokens in a very isolated manner, so that the risk don't spill over to the main markets, and we're able to provide a much more flexible incentive, a much more flexible interest rate curve, and also collateralization ratio. And adding on top of it, because we know that the risk management for these type of isolated pool will be slightly more advanced. So we will be working with guys like Nimbora or other yield strategy to actually create vaults, so that there will be asset allocation and risk management being added on top of CKLend's market. And I think lastly, what we want to do in the middle of this year would be to leverage the power of the native account and multiple multi-call, so enabling transactions builder, so that we will be able to modularize different DeFi transactions into one single sign-off. I think this is something that has to be done on StarkNet, and it's something that it's just a no-brainer for all the DeFi protocols to really strive towards a very streamlined user experience. I think definitely all the DeFi protocol shares are basically OGs, and would love to see every one of us just really shines and excel in this new era. And I think we all have the right ingredients to own our piece of the market and basically take it to the next level. I think StarkNet has a lot of potential still to be uncovered, and I think a lot of the new updates, for example, Paymaster and things like that, I think these are all haven't been really touched on, but they're fantastic and phenomenal powerful features. So I'm very excited. I will leave some more updates for the other guys to cover, so I don't take up everything. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Before moving to Chandler, I would also like, seeing that we had like a 10x increase in viewers in the last 5 minutes. I would also like to add a sub questions. Maybe Brian will answer that at last. Like, when your project token, seeing that today is like is like Stark token day. Also, we can also add this kind of sub question, starting with Chandler, with your final views and message.
Thank you. I'm agreeing that to hold the words of the Brian, and maybe I can add shortly is that my general expectation are to attract new users and to reach the retail users whose movements will be much more predictable, and whose desires we can see that thus becoming a more mature ecosystem will be within that provision. And this way, I believe that every project protocol will be able to better establish its development pathway in the near future, because before to that line, maybe all the L2 ecosystem was challenging within to understanding to what the users wanted to do. But the StarkNet will catch that vision for to create a usable ecosystem for to new users, and that will be a much more enjoyable for both developers and the users. And I'm feeling a bit lucky for the users because each of the gentlemen in here build amazing projects for you in the native way. And I think the StarkNet will become a space filled with apps like the OGs in here, and the people enjoy using it free from any speculation. And yeah, that's all in my side.
That's great. And when fibrous? I'm
Ooh,
kidding.
I don't know. It's hard to say a
I'm
date
kidding,
for
guys.
the
You
token,
can
but
you can
everybody
skip the
can be sure
question.
there will be a token. So yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, very cool. What about you, Richard?
What when token or what?
No. When everything in the sense like your final message, also like
Okay.
predictions for the coming months, and maybe if you would like to say something about your, project's token, it's okay. Otherwise, don't worry. I don't want to push you.
No, I won't probably get into that. But I think, I mean, this is just the beginning. I mean, I remember, Brian would know, and Edward and kind of, but we deployed our alpha, was it December 2022? It seems like 10 years ago now, like a decade. And I remember those times when, I used to try to convert a transaction and go to make a coffee and come back, and the wheel was still spinning. So we've come a long way since then, which is great. You can just see the tech like exponentially getting better, and the user experience overall. And that's what we're super focused on. And that's why we love StarkNet. We chose StarkNet because we think that the potential for it for scaling is on ZK and Stark proofs at that. And so ability proof, sorry. I mean, I think we're going to unlock new use cases. Exciting to that we've got this sort of like vigor in the system now with the Stark and some economic sort of activity. But I think there's going to be a lot more builders. Every time you go to a StarkNet CC in a hacker house, like the numbers just keep increasing. And then shout out to Damien because he's like doing a stellar job with that as well, and all the team. But you're going to see a lot of these projects just come through. And then deploy on StarkNet and sort of make it a lot more exciting. So yeah, it's going to be a great year, I think. Super. Oh, you're back. I thought you left us.
No worries.
Yeah, it's going to be a super great year. I mean, for us, we're just focused on building out the UX and sort of like focusing on building up a super app, basically. So our thesis was like, there's a lot of applications to do lots of different things, and the core user journey, for example, swapping, lending, borrowing, bridging. There's all different apps to do with these things, and we want to sort of aggregate that into one experience to make it a lot more simpler and easier. And not recreating the wheel for all of this. So where there's partners and integrators that we can work with, we'll do that. And that's kind of our thesis, to kind of put Nostra and StarkNet and crypto at large in the hands of 1 billion users. So we're on the road to that. It's still early, and we'll keep pushing.
That's great, Richard. Thanks a lot for that. And Edward, well, I also think that ZKX is the only project represented here that has the token already, actually, even though it's not active, right? So you can skip the questions pretty easily. But yeah, tell us a bit about your final message.
So 1 billion users may take some time, but we may have 1.3 million users, which is already amazing. And I would say for everyone that's listening, have some patience. The network's gonna be jumped a little bit the next few weeks. There's gonna be a lot of demand coming in, a lot of people trying to claim their tokens. Have some patience. Things are gonna work out for everyone. And with proto-dank sharding coming up as well very shortly, transaction costs are going to drop massively across the board. So that should facilitate the onboarding of more users. We're already seeing how users are depositing back and forth from centralized exchanges. That's an interesting phenomenon that we really wanted to drive forward, so we can bring those users from Binance, from OKX, from KuCoin, bring them over to StarkNet. I think that's going to be a very important mission too. So yeah, from ZKX perspective, we want to continue listing more perps, growing in terms of composability and integrations within the ecosystem. And yeah, ZKX token, you can come trade and already earn it directly into your ZKX account. When it's going to go live in terms of listing, that's still a secret.
Absolutely. Yeah. Also, I forgot to congratulate you on the product, because when it was launched, I played with it a bit, and also I managed to win some of the tournaments that you
Oh,
set.
nice.
And yeah, it was very fun. And yeah, so amazing to see your products live after so much work that you put into it. And yeah, maybe Brian, I don't know if you want to add on the token side, seeing that you sneak peeked your airdrop eligibility page like some days ago.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, the sneak peek is out. We will have an airdrop. There will be multiple seasons. So the season 1 is coming out. The criteria will be released shortly, and yeah, I think it's going to be a very exciting months ahead. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Look at all the guys right here. I think these are your key alphas.
Well, awesome, Brian. Thanks a lot. And guys, I think it's time to let you go on or such a busy schedule that I'm sure you have. And once again, I mean, thanks a lot from the depth of my heart for coming here on such a short notice. And we made this impromptu panel, but I think it came out very well. And so thanks a lot once again for coming. Hopefully, I'll have you back at the StarkStream very soon. Maybe also to comment your your future projects airdrop, or or any other exciting feature. And having said that, guys, just let me say goodbye to you in this way, like in a way.
Cue the howl.
There we go.
Guys, thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye.
Nurse.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
take
Thank
care.
you, sir.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So guys, I'll be taking a short break, and then maybe we'll I mean, no, without maybe, I'll be back. Sorry, let me remove the howling. I'll be back with you. Also, if you want to write some comments, please feel free to do so, and maybe I will answer some questions if I can, and then we'll comment the StarkNet eligibility day further. And yeah, so I'll be right back. So guys, here we come again. Thanks a lot for being here to celebrate such an historic day together. And we had a nice chat with, Richard from Nostra, with Brian from ZK Land, with Chanel from Fibrous, and with Edward from ZKX. And I think we'll be having some other guests, in the coming minutes. And yeah, as you know, most of also the people that I invited to come, they are on a very busy schedule today. But yeah, I'm very, very happy that we managed to have this short panel, and maybe we'll also have some, short chats with other founders and lead figures and projects from the StarkNet ecosystem. And having said that, let's scroll down, my Twitter home. And yeah, let's see, the vibe. Let's have a vibe check. In the meanwhile, that other guests join us. Okay. So there are already people also screenshooting their allocations, as far as I saw. Making some good memes. Ich bin ein StarkNet user. That's great. I love it. Very good, Carmine. Let's go. Cool. That's great. Yeah, let me play the howling in the background. So guys, I see there's a guest coming here, Antoine from Argent. What a pleasure. Hello, my friend. Happy Provisions Day. How's it going?
Hello, happy Provision Day, man. This is something to celebrate. I'm actually having my 10 a.m. beer to celebrate. I don't sit well.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I can see that. Actually, I didn't think of that. But yeah, maybe I'll drink it later on. And yeah, Antoine, well, what a day, right? And just curious to know your first impressions about the drop, about the allocations.
Yeah, I mean, I think something very interesting here is it's a very broad allocation, right? So really, I don't remember, is it 1.3 million addresses eligible, I believe. So, really incentives for people who have used StarkNet, people who have used StarkX, and, the other Starkware products, which maybe at some point will end up, becoming layer 3s on StarkNet as well. Ethereum stakers, Ethereum developers. And I think this is very important because that's something we need to mention again and again. StarkNet is not a standalone ecosystem, right? It's really part of something bigger, something broader, which is called the Ethereum ecosystem and even Web3. And so it does make a lot of sense that we are actually not that unaligned, but pretty much aligned with basically what Ethereum is trying to do, bring blockchain technologies to as many people as possible.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as I said previously, I'm very impressed by also the diversity in the allocations structure, and also it included also categories that were not forgotten, but definitely they weren't considered a lot in other airdrops, such as the ETH takers category, the EIP authors. I think it's one of the first airdrops that considers EIP authors, Ethereum developers, the Ethereum protocol guild. I definitely think it was important to allocate something to them. And yeah, I'm also very curious to know how Argent and it's the Argent X, the Argent mobile wallets will definitely also be playing a crucial role in claiming, right, the tokens together with the other wallets in the space. And I'm curious to know your approach towards this historic day and this historic process, and also your recent and upcoming the recent developments that you put into action in order to prepare for this day, and then also your upcoming ones.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, of course, we need to make sure claiming process is very smooth. I mean, first today, checking eligibility, but then the claiming process as well. And something we have introduced, also something we want to do, we just mentioned the very broad eligibility, right? So many, I would say, Ethereum OGs, GigaBrains, and Chads will actually come to StarkNet to claim their airdrops and maybe interact with StarkNet for the first time. So we want to show them actually what is the power of StarkNet, what we can do on StarkNet, why it's so amazing, why we have this amazing experience you can have. I'm thinking, of course, about account abstraction, the multi-calls, and something we have implemented and rolled out in the last weeks is actually transaction reviews, which this is our second version of transaction reviews. Which I think is now very nice to use. And when you come from, the Ethereum world where, and from using MetaMask typically, you're not used to this. Understanding what you're signing is very complex. You most of the time you just sign stuff, you don't understand what you're doing, right? But on Argent with transaction reviews, you have this breakdown of exactly what you are doing. Which DApp are you interacting with? If it's a known DApp, you will be notified that's a DApp we know. It's pretty safe. If it's a DApp that we haven't never heard of, you will also get a message. So I think this, extra security and this very good experience that we can bring to StarkNet users, and StarkNet users, they're used to it. They know how it works already, but we have to showcase that to all these new people and eligible users who will be using StarkNet for the first time. And then maybe something else. So you were asking how we have been preparing for the airdrop. I think a very important aspect of the airdrop and the Stark token is the ability to pay gas fees with the Stark token, right? And so from a wallet perspective, it's of course very important because we need to now give the users the ability to choose, do they want to pay with the ETH token or Stark token, which I think is very exciting, but it's also exciting because this is one step closer to what we call paymasters, right? And which is the ability to basically pay for gas fees with any token you could have in your wallets. And well, we are working on paymasters, hoping to get these solutions out in the wild as soon as possible. And this is also, of course, very exciting because then that makes, what it does is that it abstracts the complexity of gas away from the users, and basically gas just becomes part of, I would say, the tech layer. And as an end user, you don't need to even be aware that you're paying gas. In the end, you're just paying a transaction fee, which can be paid in, I don't know, USDC, DAI, or whatever token you have in your wallet. And that actually opens the gate to, I would say, even broader audiences, and maybe people who are not even Web3 savvy or not used to use Web3 dApps. This brings the experience much closer to Web2 and Web2 applications. So, basically being able to pay in a second token brings us one step closer to that. And I think it's also the first time on a blockchain. I'm not aware of any other blockchain where you can actually pay gas into two different native tokens.
Absolutely, yeah. Personally, I also I enabled the function, to choose the StarkNet token as a gas fee on my Argentex wallet yesterday, and the process was very smooth. And yeah, also excited, to about the paymaster, function and what enables it. And yeah, I'm curious also to know regarding the Argent, the Argent mobile. How you're also going to boost development, as you know, most of also crypto users and also most people, generally speaking, now use their mobile phones as their as their main device. So maybe could you tell us a bit more your mobile approach to to StarkNet, to the StarkNet launch, and so on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think mobile will become more and more important. That's how you get also new geographies. As you said, in many countries, people actually don't use desktop and they do everything on mobile. So I think that's also a very good way to bring blockchain technologies to a broad audience. The idea with mobile, what we want to do is simply bring users some kind of super app, right? An app, a wallet where they could do any kind of stuff. It could be payments, it could be digital identity, I don't know, NFTs, all these kinds of stuff. And this will be happening using the StarkNet technology because it's the best one, as we know. That's also how we make account abstraction possible. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the main goal for mobile. Really go maybe use that as a flagship product to reach out to new geographies and new audiences.
Absolutely, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And well, Antoine, I know that you have such a busy schedule, and
Yes.
first of all, I would like to thank you for coming to to this impromptu celebrational live stream, and really excited at what we'll be seeing from the Argent side in the coming future. And yeah, really excited. Once again, thanks a lot. Let's hold together in the StarkNet ecosystem, and hope to see you soon here or somewhere else.
Thank you, Northstar. Maybe just I'll add something to finish with that. So I mean, I have started to see people posting on Twitter their allocations. I see sometimes big allocations, 20K Stark tokens, this kind of stuff. At Argent, security is very important for us. So I would urge all these people to enable 2FA on their wallets. That's how you make it basically unbreakable. Even if someone gets your seed phrase, they're not able to get your funds. We also have a nice multi-sig. So if you are an organization or you want to add even one more layer of security to your funds on StarkNet, use the multi-sig. Yeah, so basically security, security, security.
Absolutely. I think that was the best way to finish, our chat. Guys, be careful, set your two factors authentications, the Argent Shield, and navigate this period safely, because as you know, there are so many scams and phishing like industries basically. So yeah, be careful. And yeah, once again, Antoine, thanks a lot, and see you soon. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy. Oh, amazing, guys. So let me see if any other guest is coming. I saw there was okay. Maybe also Moti from Bravos is joining. Let me write to him. Okay, guys. So let me know if you're enjoying this special, well, I would say historic Stark stream so far. And yeah, we've been speaking to many people, from different also DeFi fields, mostly DeFi related projects. And we listened to Chaner from Fibers, which is a DEX aggregator. We also heard Brian from the ZK Land lending protocol. We also heard from Nostra, also a lending, I would say a DeFi multi-product platform. And also it was interesting to hear from Edward from the ZKX, a derivative, decentralized derivative exchange. And then we had a chat with Antoine from Argent, StarkNet ecosystem lead at Argent. And we heard about the steps that the Argent wallet took during these weeks, and also their security advice. And now maybe we'll have the pleasure to host Moti from the Bravos StarkNet wallet. We also saw a lot of developments from their side during the last weeks. So really excited to have him on the show. In the meanwhile, maybe I will just scroll down my X home to see like some some reactions, some additional vibes. This is a scam. Guys, be careful of scams. I'm already seeing a lot of scams. Be careful. Yeah, the allocations also to ECMP members look very, very good. Oof. That's very good. So 700 million Stark allocated to nearly 1.3 million addresses. I think biggest, or one of the biggest for sure, airdrops of all times. I'm so excited. We're so lucky to be a part of this community, of these projects. We are making history, guys. Let me see if our guest is coming. Should be coming from one moment to the other. Let's see. In the meanwhile, I'll just scroll down, guys. Okay. You will just see wolves after wolves after wolves after wolves. Yeah, so happy, guys. I'm so happy. Really excited about the coming months. Kitane. We also have our friend Fabio. StarkNet Foundation anunció todos os critérios para drop StarkNet. We can read for our Portuguese-speaking friends. Vou resumir a distribuição e data do claim. Será distribuído 700 milhões de Stark para quase 1,3 milhão de endereços. Esta é uma parte dos 900 milhões de Stark reservados para o programa de provisões, do total de 1,8 mil milhões de Stark. Claim dia 20 de fevereiro, a partir das 9 horas. Página para claim, período para claim. Todas as taxas do claim serão cobertas pela fundação de StarkNet. Na figura abaixo, há o quadro resumo das provisões. Very good, guys. So there are posts in any language, I think. And as I said, for the Spanish-speaking friends, we're having a special Hablando de StarkNet live stream later on at 7 p.m. UTC. So yeah, see you later. Nos vemos más tarde. And I see that our friend Moti from the StarkNet wallet, from the Bravo StarkNet wallet, is here. Oh, hello, my friend.
Hello. What's up, Noorstar? How are you this morning?
Great. Yeah, I'm very, very emotional, very, very happy. I'm very lucky to be part of this amazing community. I think we managed to do a very good drop, and also like very diversified, I would say. And also I'm very happy to have you here. And thanks
Happy
a lot
to
for
be
coming.
here.
Sorry?
Happy to be here. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, especially in this new format.
Absolutely, Moti. Yeah. We've been waiting for this moment for such a long time. And I would like to know, your first impressions about the news, the big news, the allocations, really curious about that.
Yeah, so first of all, we are very happy that it is finally out. I know that there was a lot of excitement and emotions and fuss around that, and it created a lot of noise, and that's good that it's out, and now we can continue and focus on building, which is, I think it's great. We see people that are very happy. Unfortunately, we also see people that are quite upset, and that's we feel for them. Some anticipated that for a long time, of course, Bravos doesn't have a say in the criteria, so we have no way not of influencing or knowing or whatever. But I think that the StarkNet ecosystem at large, I'm speaking here for the people who are disappointed, not for the people who are happy. The people who are disappointed, and you know what, also for the people who are happy, I think that there are many possibilities that are on the horizon, and could be very interesting even for those people who are disappointed today. And by the way, we can share at least what we Bravos are doing in our small section of this of this event, in order to appease users.
Awesome. Yeah, I think you made a good point, an amazing and very important point, that obviously there could be somebody who's like not satisfied with these eligibility criteria. And what we can say is that obviously there will be a lot of new opportunities in the coming months, also related to each projects that is building on StarkNet. So definitely don't lose your patience, don't lose your hope. And I'm sure you could have a lot of possibilities also in terms of jobs. Many projects are looking for employees, for people who can help them out in deploying their vision, their projects. and yeah, so definitely I agree with you. And I will obviously you can continue telling us a bit about we saw a lot of features developments also, such as like the Cairo 2 update that you recently shipped. You shipped a lot of new features in the past weeks, and obviously I'm sure that you will also be deploying new features in the coming weeks and months. So I'm curious to know like the Bravo's approach to this historic new age, which is the after Stark token age, and what we can expect from this StarkNet wallet that has been one of the most active projects overall on StarkNet.
Well, thank you very much, Noorstar. I think there is a lot to expect. I think first of all, maybe we said that there are a lot of users which are not happy, and at least from our side, we try to do something to make them a bit happier. And we have launched today a 1 million Stark raffle that any Bravos user can participate. You don't need to buy anything. There is no tickets, no nothing. If you're a Bravos user, you can go and you can participate and try your luck with winning. There is approximately 60,000 prizes, where the top prizes are 10,000 Starks. So you can see all the details in our website, in our blog, and simply try it out. And if luck will be in your favor, then you might win some nice prizes. And again, be sure to click the right link here, Noorstar. I see that you opened that. Triple check that this is the Bravos website. Know that you don't need to pay anything. You don't need to purchase anything. If you are a Bravos user, just connect and play and spin it. You can click on that and see where it goes, Noorstar.
Amazing initiative. Congrats for that. I hadn't seen that yet because I was busy with the stream, and yeah, really exciting. And also, like, definitely this could be an advantage for those people who maybe weren't that lucky during the during the eligibility. And definitely it is a nice also way to celebrate this milestone.
Yes, we feel so as well. And we foresee that following this provisioning, this airdrop event, we will get more new users to the StarkNet ecosystem, users that weren't here before. For us, it's important that they will start in the right way, and we take them through the StarkNet journey, get them to be familiar with all the relevant dApps that are currently live on mainnet, and simply experience the ecosystem. Now, as you know, you ask about our plans. As you know, we've been busy lately. Last week, we've completed the Capture the Flag challenge. I'm sure you heard about that, in which we put $150,000 in a wallet and gave the seed phrase to everyone so they can hack, and people automatically recovered that on their Bravos wallet and saw that they are rich, as they wrote to us, but they are only rich as an appearance. They couldn't actually do any transaction with the wallet because it was protected by the hardware signer 2FA. And I think that was kind of a nice demonstration to show the world that that seed phrase should slowly become obsolete, and we should move on to better, newer, safer ways to protect our funds. And we also have in store a few major feature updates that we will reveal in the very near future.
Awesome, Moti. Yeah, I definitely saw your Catching the Flag initiative, very original one, and it went pretty well because nobody managed to crack the hardware signer. And yeah, I'm very happy also to see that on the wallet side we are we are moving very fast in the terms of security, because both Bravos and Argent really care about security, and also your competition between the two projects also help innovation go very, very fast, and that's very, very positive. And yeah, so maybe we can finish about the security advantages that the Bravos wallet could give also to those people who would like to claim those StarkNet allocations using their Bravos wallet.
So definitely, because you've been in the StarkNet ecosystem for a long time, and you've been using Bravos as well. So that we strongly recommend to enable the hardware signer 2FA on any of your accounts. It's friction-free. You sign transaction similar to using Apple Pay or Google Pay, authenticated with your biometric identity, protected by the security chip that you have on your mobile device. An order of magnitude better security than simply using the seed phrase. And the Capture the Flag initiative from last week was, exactly to demonstrate that. So we highly recommend that when you claim your Stark token, enable the hardware signer 2FA. If you are concerned or have significant amount of money, or want to use one of your account as a hodl account, meaning you don't want to do a lot of transactions, then we recommend to even increase the security and put 3FA on top of that. So 2 signatures are required, and 3-factor authentication is required in order to get the transaction execute on chain. And if you are a group or a project that got a Stark allocation, and you want to manage that collaboratively on chain, then you can use our multi-owner account, which is a next gen of multi-sig. It's a multi-owner, authenticated. Each owner is multi-factor authenticated. And of course, it's the beauty here is that we take full utilization of account abstraction. It's an account like any other account, meaning that you don't need to pay. This account pays for its own gas fee. It seamlessly connects to any dApp. So if you want to swap, or if you want to stake, or if you want to lend or borrow or buy NFT or whatever, then you can do that like with any other account. It's of course extremely secure. So highly recommended to use the multi-owner accounts for teams that want to protect either the smart contracts or their funds.
Very good, Moti. Yeah, I'm really impressed by both also the pyramid, the security pyramid being put in place by Bravos. You definitely were one of the security pioneers in the whole L2 space when it comes to wallets, and also this kind of hybrid approach of also like using another device like a mobile phone as your as a way to recover your wallet, to send transactions, as a hardware wallet basically. And it is definitely a very innovative way to improve and boost security practices on such a also like sometimes hostile environments, in the sense that there are so many scammers that you need to be careful of, right?
Yes, definitely. And let me share a bit of a hint. We will publish, since you mentioned the account abstraction security pyramid, we will publish an update to that with a new and cool feature in the very near future. So that's just a hint for what's to come. Now, Nostar, I'm very sorry, but I have to drop. A lot of things happening today. If the stream will continue throughout the day, I will try to jump back in. But thanks for inviting me, and thanks for the great work. And go check out the Bravos 1 million Stark raffle.
Absolutely. Sorry, Moti. thanks a lot once again for coming. No worries. I'm also like ending the live stream very, very shortly. So thanks a lot once again for coming, and see you soon at the StarkStream. Take care, Moti.
Excellent.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So guys, what a nice and interesting chat with Moti, founder of the Bravo StarkNet wallets. We heard also about this exciting initiative. They're raffling 1 million StarkNet tokens to their community. You can have access. You can have a chance to earn some of them, to get some of them using their Bravos wallet. So that's very, very cool, and it will also attract many new users into the ecosystem. That's amazing. And having said that, guys, if you don't have any questions, I think we can close this celebratory space about the StarkNet eligibility, big news. As I said, today the people can see they're eligible for getting some StarkNet tokens, and then the claiming date will be starting on the 20th of February. Be careful with with scams around. You don't need to connect your wallet now. So yeah, just check your if you're eligible by copy pasting your address and navigate the space as in the safest way possible, using also the the security measures being put in place by also the wallets and all the projects in the space. So guys, once again, thanks a lot, and please like, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure to share the StarkNet vibe. And once again, thanks a lot for being here. See you next time, and let's hold all together. Let's hold together, and see you next time. Bye bye, guys. Take care.